Today I'm in Brisbane, and Brisbane has lots and lots to offer, specifically amazing climate. And amazing climate means that the tropical plants that I enjoy growing having a really easy time growing over here, left, right and center. I'm really intrigued by greenery meeting urban spaces, and I think Brisbane does a really good job at incorporating greenery into everyday life. Almost every building has like a little green roof or a little planter box. And in today's video, we're just going to go for a browse through Brisbane, and I'm going to show you beauty in unexpected places. Alrighty, we're starting here at South Bank with the famous Brisbane sign, and you can see the Brisbane skyline. Wow, the sirens have not stopped since I've been here. Now, I don't really have a plan today. I really just want to go for a walk and just find beauty left, right and center in unexpected places. So I'm gonna avoid the Botanic Gardens because I figured, well, the Botanic Gardens, it's a no-brainer. Of course there's gonna be beautiful plants there, and we're gonna go there tomorrow. But today I really wanna just see plants in the middle of the city. Plants that I reckon a lot of people might actually just walk by and pay them no mind. There's actually a thing called plant blindness, which describes the phenomenon of people just ignoring greenery because it's not important enough. Well, to them, to me it is. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's start off here and then we head north through the city and see what we find. Even their construction fences have Monstera print on it. I love it. Now it is also the third day of spring. It is nice and warm today. Let's have a look. It is 20 degrees, still 9:30, so early days is going to get hot. Let's hope the camera is going to handle it. But let's look at this, for example. It's just, I don't even know what it is. It's called Playhouse, probably a theater. But look at their plant game. Almost every building has some sort of balconies, greenery incorporated. I mean, Sydney does a good job at incorporating greenery as well, and I've done some vlogs walking through Sydney, and you guys are all really impressed by common houseplants growing on the street, but it is nothing compared to what Brisbane has to offer. We're just a little further south. It's about an hour flight from Sydney, and it really makes a difference when it comes to the climate. It's warmer, more tropical, more humid, so exactly what the kind of plants I like enjoy. So let's have a look. It's gorgeous, like a little walkway and in bloom. It must be, oh no, I'm terrible at plant IDs actually. It looks a little bit like a bougainvillea, but it's probably not. This is beautiful. Also, it's a hot city, so it's good to have places with shade. Look at that, gorgeous. Look at that thick stem on that Monstera. Gorgeous. But it's like no leaves. It's just stem. Oh well. Let's hope it gets a little bit better eventually. I'm sure this was just a really unfortunate start to the tour. Hi, but I love this little walkway that they built here. So South Bank is famous for its views of the city, but it's also famous for having a man-made beach. So Brisbane doesn't really have beaches, from what I've heard, so they made their own. That's one thing we definitely do best in Sydney, beaches. And this is an ibis. We also commonly refer to them as bin chicken because they like to go through our bins and eat leftovers. Let's head towards the beach. You would think I'm like in the middle of a jungle, right? Or like somewhere super remote, but actually I am still in the middle of the city. The city is just right there. And we're gonna head across in a sec as well. Oh, here we go. I love the little bush turkey here. I really enjoyed the rainforest walk, but that's not necessarily what I'm here for. I really want to show you how to have plants everywhere. Of course, if you build a rainforest walk, you would expect plants. I appreciate how to have plants in unexpected places. It is spring, and everything is in bloom. Beautiful. And this ginormous building, my taxi driver told me they just opened. You can go up there as well. So I think we should also go up there. Also, because Brisbane is so warm and has such good climate, they do like indoor-outdoor really well. It's like a lot of their places don't really have walls, so like you know, have restaurants that don't have walls. They don't need them. It's always warm enough, and it just makes this really seamless indoor-outdoor living experience. And that's obviously facilitated by plants, so plants are a huge part of that. This pool is currently closed. It's actually good news, so we don't have to film naked people. But look at that, that's their... Oh, hang on, that's the pool. Next door, there's the beach. Hang on. How cool is that? Little man-made beach. Alrighty. This is what I love. Have a look, these are just cafes. I hope it's not too loud with the plumbing going on down here. But we're here just at South Bank, and every cafe, every restaurant, every bar has crazy plants. Like, look at that. Just makes me want to go to all of these places. Wow, their cacti game is strong. Same over there, look at this. Like, just plants are such an integral part to the way that they design and decorate everything. I love it. Also, by the way, it is Tuesday 9:30, so that's why it's quite empty. I reckon on the weekend this place would be buzzing. But I'm really grateful that I can do these things on a Tuesday morning when nobody else is here, because I'm obviously a little more used to vlogging now. I've done it heaps, but it's still weird walking around with a big camera and a tripod. My setup looks very intense these days. And talking to the camera as well. It's a little awkward if there's like heaps and heaps of people around. Gorgeous heliconia blooms. And I was just at the Botanic Gardens in Sydney last week. Hang on, yesterday, 2 days ago. They have heaps of heliconias and none of them were in bloom. So quite clearly, much warmer over here. And I'm not complaining. I love heat. I'm a summer person, for sure. And don't you come at me for, but did you not grow up in Germany? Yeah, but there's a reason I don't live there, is there? You know? Also, after 12 years of living in Australia, no, I do not have a thick skin towards cold. I suffer the most, I think. Alrighty, so Brisbane is a river city. That's the sign where we started. Pretty sure the river is just called Brisbane River, and it does a funky little like turn, and that really has shaped the way that the city has been built. So on this side of the river is kind of the CBD, so all the high rises, but also some of the older buildings. Let me try and zoom in here. I think this over there is the Treasury, I think, and I love this hotel over there, the Adina Hotel. I love when there's old buildings and they put something like modern on top without destroying the old building in the first place. When I was in school, I always wanted to be an architect. I really enjoy architecture and buildings. I'm very fascinated by all of that. And so far what I've observed in Brisbane, I'm really impressed because I really enjoy how they kept the heritage alive. This over here is South Bank, so this lush part over there was the rainforest walk, and over there somewhere is the beach. So nice. I don't know if you can see these buildings in the back, but there's some nice rooftops with trees on top of a lot of the buildings actually. Like, I don't know if you can see this building above up there. This one. Like, look at all of the greenery on top of it. They're building a new park down there. Wow, it's very glary. I don't know if you can see this. Have a look at this. This is one of the new towers, and every level has a balcony, and every balcony has greenery. Over here as well. I mean, they just opened this building last week, right? So the plants are not really established. Holy moly, it is windy. I don't know if you can hear anything. But wherever there's a balcony, they made an effort of actually putting greenery there. And up there is a bit of a viewing platform as well. Their frangipanis are a little more advanced than the ones in Sydney as well. So this is the new Crown Casino. A lot of the venues are still being built, like hospitality venues, but the viewing platform apparently opened last week. So let's go. Oh, that's nice. Look at the trailing pothos over there. And actually already quite advanced, given that this building opened last week, and more here. There's lots and lots of pothos over here, and then they're all sent trailing over the edge. Plants are everywhere. Here we are, Sky Deck, level 23. Wow, look at these. Probably shouldn't film against the light non-stop. Let's hope Editing Jan can recover this in post-production. Look at this, all free to visit. Wow, look at the amount of them they put here. That is insane. Oh, look at this. That's a nice bar, isn't it? It's a stupid decision to put dots on the glass, isn't it? I think it's for grip. Alrighty, so that's the bridge we just crossed. Nice to see some native Banksias. So this is basically a combination of three towers. You've got Tower 1, Tower 2, and they're connected via this round bridge. And that's what we've been walking on. And look at what they're building down there. Looks like a little outdoor cinema. Alright, that little slot is where I was just then. So you can really see how this bridge is connecting the buildings. And have a look just down there. They're building something cool down there. I don't know what it is, but it looks planty. Also, I always underestimate how amazing it is, but there's public free bathrooms everywhere in Australia. And it seems so normal until you go to Europe and suddenly you have to pay. Probably why it smells like pee everywhere. No shade. See what I mean by indoor-outdoor? Like, there's no walls. Holy moly. What is that? Okay. We have got to get up there. Let's go.
Doors opening.
Wow, 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 look at that. Stunning. Look at these arrangements. They're just hanging there. This has got to be one of the most stunning incorporations of plants into a building I have ever seen. Okay. This is where we were earlier on the sky deck, up there, with the bridges. This is the little outdoor cinema. How cute. We're still on a rooftop though. Like, just the amount of plants they have put up here is insane. And again, this is it only opened last week. Can you imagine what all of this is going to look like in a couple of... Oh, shit. So I got, you know when you get an electric shock? Ow! Can you imagine what this is all going to look like in a couple of months? They don't even need years over here with this climate. I am so impressed by this installation in there. I cannot get over that. That is insanity. I need to find out who did this. Who is responsible for this? Alright, we are level down. Look at the begonias in bloom. I've spotted a Milano. That over there. Or is it this one? It's a bloody Milano. I reckon that Milano is gonna love it here. Oh, I wanna live here now. I'm not too sure what that says about me, but you have no idea how excited I am because I saw this and I found this. Like, made my entire trip to Brisbane already worthwhile. This is the epitome of incorporating greenery into urban spaces. I love it. It looks like it is grown on some sort of felt. Obviously there must be irrigation incorporated, and then it must all just be collected by that and pumped back up, I reckon. Holy shit, I got unreasonably excited about this. I mean, maybe, look at it, it's still there. I mean, maybe it is reasonable, I don't know. Alright, so we could be turning right, because that's where the Botanic Gardens are. But that's not on today's agenda, right? We can do that tomorrow morning. I think tomorrow morning, a little tour through the Botanic Gardens would be amazing. But we expect amazing plants from Botanic Gardens, right? And today I want to show you the unexpected beauty in the middle of a city. Because I'm a city boy through and through, to be honest, but I really enjoy the idea of living in the countryside, but I know that once I live in the countryside I would hate it. So I think the best option for me is to find a city that has a lot of nature. And that's why I really love Sydney, because we have so much nature, national parks, harbour. It doesn't feel like you're living in a million people city. What's it? I don't even know the word. But I'm really starting to enjoy Brisbane as well. Ooh, Brisbane plant guy. Doesn't sound right, does it? Let's have a look at some of the more, like the older buildings. Of course, the brand new building, they're gonna put effort in. But this looks a bit older. Like, look, probably from the 70s or 80s. And still plants everywhere. Get a load of those. Wow, I mean, we have big monsteras in Sydney, but this one? What the f? Look at this. Wow. Gorgeous. Just in this random little park that nobody cares about. There's nobody here. Look at this. Just in a little hotel lobby. Is this a Sabrina? Wow. Look how thick they are. I mean, they do have mealybugs, but clearly they don't mind. They love it. They love the mealybugs. Every driveway is pretty much lined with xanadus. Peace lilies in the full sun. Jesus, they've got nerve. More xanadus. They're honestly like a weed over here. No way. Get a load of this. Oh my god. Alright, gorgeous tree fern first of all. But look at this. What the hell? I cannot get this all in frame, but this has got to be one of the biggest monsteras I've ever seen. And look at it just rooting onto the wall. Wild. When I said Monstera deliciosa doesn't need a moss pole to mature, I meant it. This is insanity. Look at this entrance to the gym. Oh my god, I go to the gym even more often than I do anyway. I probably wouldn't make it to the gym, I'd get stuck out here. I don't know if this comes across nicely on camera because of all of the shadows, but this is insane. It's like a botanic garden. You don't even need to go to the botanic garden. Look at that, okay. So this Monstera started off fairly juvenile, and then look at this. And they're also hanging over the other side. We need to go to the other side, see what's happening there. A problem. My structured brain wants to make sure we don't miss anything, but I keep taking all of these turns wherever life takes me. I see a plant and I go there. Now I don't know where I've been and where I haven't been yet. So I think I just have to accept the fact that this will be an imperfect vlog. No, we won't see every single plant in Brisbane, but maybe most of them. But that's the beauty of it. I'm just walking around without a plan really, and I just follow the beauty. I want to see what's on the other side of that fence. Yes, look. Oh, that's a cool structure. Yes, look at them. They're all coming through here. Look at the monsteras finding their way. Oh, that's so cute. Plants will always find a way, huh? By the way, I'm not 100% aimlessly walking around. I know I want to go to the valley, Fortitude Valley. Apparently it's very nice there. So, and I know that's kind of this way. But I haven't really made an effort finding out how to get there. I just know approximately whereabouts in the city it is. I'm gonna use the river as my guide. I hope. Actually, let me quickly check Google Maps. Let's not be so stupid. Look at these beautiful trees. And a bird's nest fern just casually hanging in there. We're definitely in CBD territory. And they have more of these hanging things in this office building. But also a fake tree. Weird. Oh, look at all the growth on this tree. And look at this building over there. Also with some plants incorporated. Sounds silly, but hear me out. Every time I see like so many buildings and like cities, let's say, and I consciously think about it, I'm just always so impressed that it's all working, you know what I mean? Like, we did this as like a collective. We built this. These buildings are standing. My mind is blown by these things. I know it's like the most normal thing, but if you consciously think about it, surely I'm not the only one. So beautiful, some licualas. There you go. Just in the side of the road, some alocasia venti. This building, actually my old company, has an office in there. And it is weird. My former life working in finance feels a lifetime ago. Like, it doesn't feel like that was ever my life. I feel like I lived somebody else's life when I did that. This just feels right. Yeah. Have a look at this building ahead. Taking incorporation of plants to the next level. You know what it looks like? It looks like a floating city. It's like almost like this down there with all the plants and the sandstone is like the rock, and then they built this floating city on top. Let's get a bit closer, huh? Also, I want to get out of the CBD. I want to go back to the touristy places. It feels weird walking around with a camera and a tripod, just filming and talking to the pothos. And everybody else around me is like on like big business mission. It feels weird. I can tell these people are looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing with his life? Well, what am I doing with my life? Certainly something more fun than sitting in an office. Sorry, not sorry. I can always sit in an office when I'm older. I've got the feeling this is a pretty new building as well. It doesn't look all too old. The plants don't look all too established yet, but already quite nice. Nice foxtail palms here. Yes, do you see this ashtray smoking? You're welcome, City of Brisbane. It's still smoking. Great, now I wasted all my water and it's still smoking. Definitely no longer smoking. I can add firefighter to my CV. That CV is getting lengthy. It's not even sandstone, it's kind of like fake sandstone. To be fair, I liked it better from far away. But we made it to the river, which is, oh no, look at that, I love this. That's cool with the little coves. See, every building has plants. They didn't need to incorporate those plants, but they did. We're down by the river, that's where we want to be. I think that's what Brisbane is most known for, the Story Bridge. And here we're back at the river. Basically, we didn't cross this bridge. They have so many bridges, Jesus. I think when we crossed, it was like around the bend. And this is like a little promenade. These are little sun bleached. Okay, this is that building again from the other side. Actually, yeah, not too bad. Now I'm really thirsty. But I'm a firefighter. Like, imagine I would have walked past it and then tomorrow I hear like all of Brisbane burnt down. Not all of it. Hopefully not the part my hotel is in. Anyway, I would have felt really bad because I could have done something about it. That's my good deed for the day. Means I can be a from now on, no? Now we can see it a little bit better. And there's some sort of fire alarm. Oh yes. It looks better from far away than close up, for sure. Okay, I know where we need to go. Oh, nice. Let's hit the wharfs, bro. Wow, beautiful view of the bridge, as well as the city. Do you see the one with the, there's the one with the spire next, this one tall here, and then there's a little spire there. That is where that building with the bridge was. Every place is making a conscious effort of incorporating greenery into the display. It's not just an afterthought, it's very much part of the decor, part of the design, part of the aesthetic. Just like my house. I feel like Brisbane is just a big extension of my house. Lots of palms. That is a gorgeous venue, huh? Okay, now I'm really thirsty. Have a look at these ginormous pots. They could have also just not put them here, but they're putting an effort into greenifying everything. These ferns taking over the palm. Wow. Alrighty, there's like this little, what do you call it? Like river walkway that goes all along the river that starts over here, Riverside Boardwalk. That's the one. That goes to New Farm. But depending on how many steps I'm going to clock in when we're done with this vlog, I actually want to go for a run later. And I think this is so nice and flat that I want to go for a run over here. Because one of the things I hate about Sydney is how hilly it is. It's very exhausting to go for runs. So let's just enjoy this view over here. So pretty. Oof. It is hot in the sun. I am a sweaty mess under my backpack, but luckily it is the second windiest place in the world. Second to Sydney. I'm making shit up, right? Which is like the saving grace. Not just for me, also for you guys. You haven't overheated, and I've been filming for hours. I reckon it's the good airflow. We are just plants after all. No idea where I am now, but I used the opportunity. I saw an elevator and I figured that's a good way to save a couple of steps. And now I want to head towards the valley. And I am this person that just does everything by foot. That's how I roll. Alrighty. I'm not entirely sure where we are, but I think it's Fortitude Valley, I think. I mean, that's a whole suburb. I'm not actually sure what exactly I'm aiming for. I think I'm just aiming for a little bit of everything. But I already found something cool. Look at that. Just on the side of the house, that's a golden pothos. It's a bathroom store. There's something about bathroom stores and plants, but it's just on the side of the road. You can see what it started off with, and then it absolutely took over. But you see there's some structure that they put in place there, the little metal things. So it was by design, but it's just so easy. They don't need to put much effort into it. Look at this. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Look how green everything is. I need to be careful. These cars over here are savage and I'm just way too distracted by all the plants. Oh, quick! Let's live one more day at least. Wow. Look at this up there. What the actual... Run! Look at this! What? Look at this! Meanwhile at home we're trying so hard. Wow, okay, this has got to be the biggest, I mean it's very damaged, but it has got to be the biggest monstera I have ever seen in my life. It's growing up a window, guys. Look at that. It's on a window. Another one. And look at this curtain of pothos. Whoosh. Wow. Just look at this rooftop over there. Look at this. I love that. They built this with plants in mind. Okay, more monsteras. Look, I'm not complaining, but it is getting repetitive. Wow, so many monsteras. Alrighty, let's head back the other way. Look at this. Heliconia. In bloom, just on the side of the road. Only one, I think. Yeah, only one flower so far, but better than none. Alrighty, I'll turn you guys off and I'm heading back towards the CBD and I'll see you there. Look at that, a sea of neon pothos or maybe neon philodendron and oh, nice, nice. Wow, can you imagine once all of these jacarandas are in bloom? Those have got to be some of the largest, not jacarandas, frangipanis, sorry. Those have got to be some of the largest frangipanis I've ever seen. Lots and lots of bromeliads. Very bleached out over here. That's okay, I actually like the look. Gorgeous little park right near Central Station. Alrighty, we're at Queen Street Mall, which is basically like the shopping street over here. We have all of these planter beds, some birkins, anthuriums, rattlesnakes. Variegated peace lilies, basically like a smorgasbord of houseplants. Not bad, huh? Nice green wall. Look at that. So much greenery. Alrighty guys, I made it to the City Hall, which is close to my hotel, and I just wrapped up about 18,000 steps. I've been walking since 9:30. I've been walking for 3 hours. My feet are tired, I'm hungry, and I think I'm a little oversaturated when it comes to plants. I think I'm gonna go to the hotel, I refresh a little bit, but yeah, I'd say 11 out of 10 for Brisbane. It's also a super walkable city. I literally crossed the entire city and back in 3 hours, all on foot. I do enjoy walking though. But it's nice and even, it's very pedestrian friendly. I had a good time, I really enjoy it here. I could really see myself living here, but I'm definitely going to visit more frequently. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a comment down below letting me know if you've been to Brisbane and how your experience was. And tomorrow we're going to the Botanic Gardens. So I suppose I'll see you then. Bye.